Hey guys, this is Surax Gaming and welcome back to the Kombat Codex, the series where we break down 10 behind the scenes and lore facts about Mortal Kombat characters that you probably didn't know. Before I get into this video, I do want to apologize for taking about 4 weeks to actually upload this. Things got a bit crazy, but we're back now, and who better to bring the Kombat Codex back than Rain himself. So let's break down these 10 facts about Rain that you probably did not know. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you like this video, but let's get into it. Fact number 1. Let's get the obvious out of the way first. Rain is very obviously inspired by and based on the American singer Prince, more notably his song Purple Rain. This has been a long-standing behind-the-scenes little fun lore fact that Ed Boon and the entire team behind Mortal Kombat have always been very open about, and they've never treated it like it's some secret, cool, hidden lore behind Rain, and it's been around since his introduction during the arcade trilogy, and it's allowed Rain to stand out in pop culture even outside the Mortal Kombat fandom. In the later games, Rain now also has several other references to the late Prince, who unfortunately passed away a couple years ago, and during the Midway era he was even retconned about halfway through to be an actual Prince of Edenia. So he's Purple Rain, and he's a prince. That's fact number 1, done and dusted. Moving on to fact number 2. In the animated TV series from the 90s, Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm, Rain plays a guest role and appears in one episode. It is revealed during the episode that he was once engaged to Kitana thousands of years ago. However, it was believed by Kitana and I assume the general population of Outworld that Shao Kahn murdered Rain. This was clearly not the case because he was alive, and Liu Kang becomes jealous of their former relationship. Rain would later betray the heroes and reveal his allegiance to Shao Kahn, capturing Kitana in the process and linking back up with the general idea of Rain not being a very great guy in the series. Moving on to fact number 3. One of Rain's most iconic moves is his roundhouse kick that sends the opponent flying off from one side of the screen and landing on the other, often allowing Rain to follow up with a combo. This move, however, was not a special move during Rain's debut in UMK3. It was a standard kick that Rain could perform that functioned as it does in the special move version by knocking the opponent around for a combo. However, it did much less damage than all the other roundhouse kicks performed by the roster. Rain's roundhouse would be a staple of his special moveset up until MK1, where it would again return to being a normal neutral attack, now allowing him to charge it up to lead into the combo like the arcade trilogy. Fact number 4. The original bio for Rain had a very different backstory that portrayed Rain as a member of the Lin Kuei instead of an Edenian prince. This backstory was not intended for Rain originally, but was intended to be for Tremor's original backstory. And when we cover Tremor, we'll learn a bit more about this and how this backstory didn't exactly stick for him either. Rain would replace Tremor in the released version of UMK3, and Tremor would not be given his chance until Special Forces a couple years later. Fact number 5. In Mortal Kombat Armageddon, Rain finally returns to the roster after many years in the shadows. This game would be the first time Rain is depicted as a Prince of Edenia, and would also be the first game in which Rain would be present in the main story of the game, delving deeper into his newfound backstory. We learn that not only is Rain the Prince of Edenia, we also learn he is the half-brother of Taven and Dagon, and a son of the god Argus, making Rain a demigod as well. Rain is shown to be resentful towards his half-brothers, and seeks to claim the power of Blaze for himself by destroying them. Fact number 6. Rain has appeared as a DLC character in the NRS games twice now, his first time being in the first ever DLC pack for the series in MK9, alongside Scarlet, Kenshi and Freddy Krueger, retconning Rain into the early story still as a Prince of Edenia, but now also a general during the Edenian rebellion against Shao Kahn. He would be DLC once again in MK11 during its final combat pack due to fan demand, although his story would remain mostly the same, only becoming further fleshed out with more details. Rain is also the only character currently in Mortal Kombat history to appear as a DLC character twice in 2 different games, MK9 and MK11. This process has not yet been repeated, although we don't know the full DLC list for Mortal Kombat 1. Moving on to fact number 7. Rain's backstory in Mortal Kombat 11 would be fleshed out greatly, giving us more detail into the scandal surrounding his birth. We learn that Rain's mother, named Amara, was an Edenian commoner, who had an affair with the god Argus behind his wife Delia's back. When Amara gave birth to Rain, Argus told her that the baby had died so that he could cover up his infidelity, and Amara died grief-stricken, believing that her baby had perished. This was of course all a lie, and in the timeline where Rain kills Kronika, he learns of his history and swears revenge on Argus and his children. Rain would then go on to murder Taven and Dagon first, forcing Delia, Argus's wife, to watch during the process. And this would all end with Titan Rain exacting his revenge. Fact number 8. During the Mortal Kombat 1 timeline, Rain is no longer a demigod, nor is he a prince of Edenia. Instead, he is an imperial mage whose talent for water magics caught the eye of Empress Sindel, who considers him a trusted advisor and like a son. We also learn that Rain's true name is Zafiro, and he goes by Rain as he dislikes his actual name, which is fair enough because his name is Zafiro. There's actually a lot of interactions during the clashes in MK1 where mainly Johnny Cage, and I think Kenshi has a couple as well, where they give him a lot of shit for having a pretty crappy name. But fair enough, he prefers to go by Rain now. Moving on to fact number 9. After the events of Mortal Kombat 1, Rain goes on the run from Mileena as she seeks to execute him for his role in General Shao's coup. Rain would turn to Havik for protection, in turn assisting Havik with his crusade against Sato. Rain conjured up a storm so powerful that Sato would be destroyed, and Rain would kill thousands in the process, leaving him with immense guilt. The burden was too great for Rain to bear, so he turned his back on Havik and turned himself into Mileena for judgment, willing to accept any punishment she deems appropriate for his crimes against Outworld, and more importantly, the genocide against Sato. Moving on to fact number 10, our final fact of the day, Rain has made a couple of multimedia appearances outside the games, namely in the aforementioned Defenders of Earthrealm animated show, but also in the live-action Mortal Kombat Conquest show from the 90s played by Spitfire Brown, which also delves into his past relationship with Kitana for the brief amount of time he's present. He also appears in the Mortal Kombat X comics as a general in Mileena's army, foreshadowing his role as her lead advisor in the story of Mortal Kombat X, the actual game edition. He would be horrifically burned by Kotal Khan during battle, but would heal from his wounds to face off against Kotal once again in the actual game. Okay guys, that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for remaining patient whilst I worked on the Rain video, and thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know your favorite fun fact about Rain, or if you know something about Rain that I didn't cover in this video, let me know down below. And yeah, thanks for watching guys, peace out.